Welcome to my channel Coin Worth Million. Today video is one you won't miss. We're diving into the world of coins, top 2 pence. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. So let's get it started. The 1997 2 pence coin from the United Kingdom represents an important yet understated chapter in the broader narrative of British coinage, reflecting not only the historical continuity of the decentralized currency system introduced in 1971, but also the enduring legacy of the British monarchy, specifically during the long and steady reign of Queen Elizabeth II, struck as part of the standard circulation coins under the decimal coinage system. The 2 pence coin serves a practical function in everyday transactions, while also subtly reinforcing national identity through its design elements. The coin itself is made from copper-plated steel, having transitioned from the original bronze composition in earlier years. This change in metal was introduced in 1992 as a cost-saving measure, making the 1997 coin part of this newer era of more economical minting materials. Its diameter measures 25.9 millimeters and it weighs approximately 7.12 grams, dimensions that have remained consistent for 2p coins since their introduction. In 1971, the obverse front side of the coin in 1997 features the third, definitive, portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclove, who was an accomplished sculptor. This version of Her Majesty's effigy shows her wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown that is also worn on British postage stamps, and is framed by the Latin inscription Elisabeth Cadua Digi Reg, which stands for Elizabeth, Tude Gratia Regina Fidei Defensa, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This regal portrait exudes formality and poise, in keeping with the royal iconography traditionally seen on British coinage. On the reverse side of the 1997 2 pence coin, the design retains the familiar and now iconic badge of the Prince of Wales, which consists of a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet, with a ribbon bearing the motto Ich diene, which is German for I serve. This emblem has been used on the 2 pence coin since its inception and symbolizes the heir apparent to the British throne. The reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, a prominent British artist and coin designer whose contributions were instrumental in shaping the visual language of decimal British coins. Below the central design is the denomination 2 pence, written in capital letters, consistent with the coinage style of the era. While some 2p coins minted between 1982 and 2007 featured a slight variation where only 2 was displayed beneath the badge due to a change in formatting, the 1997 issue retained the full 2 pence inscription, making it faithful to the original 1971 design. In terms of mintage, the 1997 2 pence coin was produced in large quantities, with over 417 million struck for circulation. This high volume of production underscores the coin's utility in everyday commerce and its widespread presence in the United Kingdom's monetary landscape. Despite the large mintage, the 1997 2p is not considered rare or especially valuable from a numismatic perspective unless found in pristine, uncirculated, or proof condition, which may hold slightly more interest for collectors. Nonetheless, its prevalence and enduring design make it a familiar and nostalgic item for many within the UK and former British territories. Although copper-plated steel coins like the 1997 issue are magnetic due to their steel coin, a feature that distinguishes them from their pre-1992 bronze counterparts, they are visually almost identical, and this subtle metallurgical shift can be detected primarily through the use of a magnet or via specific gravity tests. The context of the coin's issuance in 1997 is also worth exploring. It was a time of transition for the United Kingdom, culturally and politically. The year marked the end of 18 years of Conservative government, as Tony Blair's Labour Party won a landslide victory, beginning the new Labour era. Though political changes are not directly reflected in coin designs, the steady appearance of the Queen's image on currency during turbulent or transitional times provides a sense of continuity and national identity. As coins like the 2p are handled by millions of people daily, they act as subtle carriers of shared heritage, embedded with symbols, language, and artistic representation that link the present to the past. The 1997 2 pence coin also exists in proof and brilliant uncirculated sets issued by the Royal Mint for collectors. These special editions are produced using polished dies and specially treated planchets, resulting in coins with a mirror-like finish and sharply struck features. Such sets often include all denominations of that year's coinage and may come housed in presentation folders or display cases, serving both aesthetic and archival purposes. These collector's sets serve to preserve the annual legacy of British coins and are highly valued in the numismatic community, especially when maintained in original packaging and free from tarnish or fingerprints. As of the 1997 issue, the Royal Mint had been well established in its modern Llantrisant facility in Wales, having moved from the Tower Hill site in London in the late 1960s, and it continued to produce some of the finest coinage in the world, using a combination of traditional craftsmanship and modern technology. From a cultural standpoint, the 2 pence coin, despite its low face value, holds a place of affection in British society. It is used in coin-operated machines, arcades, and fairground attractions, especially in the nostalgic penny push machines, which remain a staple of seaside towns. The design of the 1997 2p thus becomes associated not only with formal numismatics, but with memories, leisure, and everyday life in Britain. Over time, as inflation gradually reduced the coin's purchasing power, the 2p became less commonly used in high-value transactions, but it retained utility in pricing systems and was legally required to remain in circulation as long as its use was supported by demand. In the broader historical lineage of British coinage, the 2p piece connects to centuries of royal iconography, heraldry, and public symbolism. The inclusion of the Prince of Wales's feathers is a direct nod to monarchy, recalling the Black Prince Edward of Woodstock, who adopted the emblem in the 14th century. This historic link serves to tie the coin's iconography to the medieval, chivalric tradition and reinforces the monarchy's enduring place within the constitutional framework of the United Kingdom. Furthermore, the Ichthyrn motto, although in German, signifies the service-oriented nature of leadership, a theme that resonates with British constitutional monarchy ideals, where the sovereign is seen as a servant of the people. Collectors today may encounter the 1997 2p coin in various conditions, ranging from heavily circulated and tarnished examples to those stored in mint rolls, albums, or coin capsules in nearly pristine condition. Numismatists might analyze such coins for strike quality, die alignment, luster, and any anomalies such as double strikes, clipped planchettes, or off-center minting. Although such errors are rare, the copper plating on these coins may fade or develop toning over time, sometimes resulting in multicolored surfaces that, while technically environmental damage, may be aesthetically appreciated by some hobbyists. Since these coins are magnetic, they are also popular in science, education, and coin tricks. Finally, the 1997 2p piece stands as a physical embodiment of continuity, tradition, and the quiet endurance of everyday symbols. It is not a coin that draws headlines or commands high value, yet its daily circulation, the steady familiarity of the Queen's profile, and the consistent heraldic theme on the reverse make it a dependable object in the fabric of national life. As time progresses and coinage becomes increasingly digitalized or even phased out in smaller denominations, coins like the 1997 2p may take on new relevance, not for their spending power, but for the story they tell about a specific year in British history, the resilience of institutional design, and the humble artistry of everyday currency. The 1997 2p coin, in its quiet ubiquity, invites reflection not only on numismatic tradition but on the way we all interact with and are shaped by the currencies of our time.